we'll be young forever. Oh, 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 oh. You will be young forever. Oh, 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 oh. Hi, I'm Isaac Butler, and this is IndieBuddie.com. How did I decide? Well, it's funny actually. I started writing songs when I was maybe 12 or 13. Actually, I wrote my first one when I was 13, and there's still a very embarrassing YouTube video up of it. If you want to look that up after, it's very funny. I'm like this size, and my guitar is like twice the size of me. It's quite funny. But I'll link it to you after. But yeah, I kind of just started writing songs then when I was in school, and then I stopped for a while. And my mum and my music teacher were kind of like, "Why did you stop? You should have, or you should be." Kind of nurturing that and all that kind of stuff. And then towards the end of senior school, or towards the end of school and then going into college, I was like, okay, I want to really start taking this seriously, put a bit of structure to it as well. Because like, you can kind of just write songs and stuff in your room, but like, for it to actually like come into anything, you have to really work at it. Like, it is a lot of work. But yeah, and as well, seeing bands like, I saw the Killers live when I was very young. I saw the Script live when I was very young, and I was just like, I want to do what they do. Yeah, I want to be, what's his name? Brandon Flowers. Yeah, oh my god, he's just the coolest person ever. Oh, it's insane. And his clothes and everything. Like, I saw him recently, I saw him last summer in the RDS in, I think it was July or something. Remember they played that huge show here? And he was wearing like a gold glitter suit. It's just so ridiculous, but so cool. Yeah. It's funny, yeah, like I because I started writing songs so young, the songs were very much made up. You know, like I had a song, the first song I wrote, which is that YouTube video, it's called 4-Leaf Clover. And like, I mean, I sing about a girl, but like, I was 12, 13, like, you know, I didn't know any girls. I was this chubby little kid that had, like, you know what I mean, I literally didn't know any girls. And then I think one of the lines is like about my dog. I didn't have a dog when I was 13, you know what I mean? So like, I just made it up. But yeah, like, I think like songwriting now, I feel like I've come into a bit of a, not a purple patch, but definitely I think I know when a song is good, you know, because I've spent so long writing bad songs. You know what I mean? Like, from like this when I was 13 to 17 or 18, I've written so many songs, so many bad songs as well. So I now know, okay, that's actually a decent one. But also, it's just like when you see people reacting to them, I think that's when that's a good indication as well. So if I'm playing a set live and people are on their phones for 7 out of 10 of their songs, I know, okay, so these 3 are staying in the set. You know what I mean? These 7, okay, maybe need a bit of work. That's kind of how I judge it. Yeah, look, I could say no, but like, yeah, sometimes it does, definitely. Like, it's kind of like you're giving a piece of you out there, and people are just ignoring it, you know. But yeah, it's very difficult. Like, you know, when you're unknown, people, like, a lot of people go to gigs to hear music that they know. So like, for starting out, you have to balance it, I think, with like cover songs, and then throw in maybe one of yours, and then try hook the people in that way, get them to follow you, and then they look at your music that way, and then I think that's how best to grow it, you know. Yeah, I try to do covers. Like, as in, I started out doing lots of covers, because I think that's the best way to maybe get attention the first couple of times. So I'm kind of trying to steer away. I still do them, obviously, but I'm now focusing on like really just making my songs the best they can be. You know what I mean? I think it's just something, especially as a guy with a guitar, I think it's just something you have to do. You know what I mean? You can't just come out with your original music first and expect people to take notice. I mean, you kind of have to rework maybe some sort of cover and do it that way. Yeah. It's that was the first kind of song that was true, I suppose. You know, I wrote that when I was 18, I think. Yeah, when I was 18, and it was kind of like, that song is like 100% honest. It's 100% true. It's about a real person and a real thing that happened. So I think people really connect with honesty, you know, and that's really something that I've tried to put into my writing and my songs the last couple of years, is just to really respect myself, but also respect the listener as well, because people can just see through when it's fake, I think, you know. Oh, for sure, yeah, as in, like, especially now when it's small shows and like a lot of my friends will be going and stuff, they know, oh, that's about that person, or oh, that's about that night, you know. So it's a bit like, oh, yeah, it's what's the word? You're I suppose you're opening yourself up to all that kind of stuff, but it's all part of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, yeah, the three of them spin you around up there as well. Yeah, I think they've passed the million mark now, which is crazy. I mean, Moonsong obviously is the vast has the most whatever streams, but it's crazy. Yeah, it's mad. And like that song, I literally just put up. I think I was in my first year in college, and I played it for my music teacher, and he was like, "We have to get that recorded." He introduced me to a producer, Billy Farrell's his name, great guy, and he put a piano track to it, did my vocal, and we just put it up. It wasn't like we didn't put any like PR, or I literally just put the song up, made a really simple video with two of my friends, and it just slowly kind of gathered a bit of momentum. It was cool, and it got onto a TV show, which is great. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a nervous singer. I do get excited before, and maybe sometimes I get maybe nervous, maybe 10 to 15 minutes before, but during it I'm always like, okay, this is like why I'm doing this, because for me the live stuff, like I love recording, I love writing, but playing songs live and seeing that reaction from people live is why I do it, for sure. But so to answer your question, I'd say yes and no. It's probably a terrible answer, but yeah. Yeah, see, like I'm very much at the start of doing my own shows. I've only done one headline show, and I've done maybe 3 or 4 festival sets, but I can completely relate to that. I mean, like after, I don't know if that goes away. I'm sure it probably doesn't. And hopefully as the shows get bigger, I'm sure it won't. The shows hopefully will get better, but the feeling won't go away. But yeah, like as in after my headline, I literally was just like on this crazy high buzz. Like it was just bizarre. And it was incredible. So yeah, I know what you mean, but I just yeah, and also those festival sets as well. Straight away, I was just like up and on this, like it's just like walking on a cloud, really. Yeah, because I think it was my first few times as well, so I was like super excited, and then I'm nervous at the start and during, but after I was kind of like, okay, I'm on this great buzz, and I just wanted to do it again. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, so I write all the songs on a guitar or on a piano in my house or in my bedroom or whatever, and I will always have my ideas, so I'll write them down or whatever. But then I have the boys that I play with. I play with the keys, bass, guitar, and drummer, and I would bring them in when I'm actually recording the songs, and I'd have my ideas in my head, and then I would let them do their own thing first, and see if they can do something better than my ideas, because like I only play the piano and the guitar, so like if Alex, who plays electric guitar with me, comes in, he knows that instrument way better than I ever will, you know. So I'll let him do his thing. I'll play the acoustic track to him, and he can feel it out. And then we kind of just go from there. I have my ideas, he has his ideas, and then we kind of go to get the final thing. But it's the same with all 4 of them. So like drums as well, I'll have an idea, and then I'll get Colin to do his whatever he feels to do that. And then yeah, I think that's the best way, because I feel like to get the best out of those songs, you need to know what you want, but also be slightly open-minded, you know. And then obviously the producer is a huge part of that. I'm very lucky to be working with Philip McGee, who's actually a great friend now, but he was with Codeline when they started, and still is, and the scripts and the academic and all that. So I'm in very good hands. Yes, very, very good hands. Yeah, we're just very much on the same page. We love the same kind of music. We're both a bit mad. Well, he's very mad, but we're both a bit mad. And yeah, it's great. So Young Forever, I kind of wanted to write a song. I was stuck in a bit of a rut, because I'm a guy with a guitar. It's kind of easy, not easy, but natural for me to kind of just write about girls and like love and all that. And I'll always do that, but I wanted to write a song for and about kind of my friends, and like a nostalgic song that people can maybe relate to about a time when they were younger. And for me, it was when we finished school, and I just the summer after we finished, and we didn't have to worry about like college or like a job. It was just literally for June, July, and August we can enjoy each other, have a few drinks, and just relax and have fun. But I just wanted to capture that in a song. I think I did it, and then also getting that anthemic-y we'll be young forever. Oh, oh, you know what I mean? Just having that kind of thing where people can sing along. So I think that was important to get in there. And yeah. No, I definitely do enjoy. Like, I'm just a bit of a chatterbox. Like, I do enjoy talking. Like, the first few times, it is quite nerve wracking when you're talking in between each song, because like you're kind of like, oh, am I gonna look stupid or all this kind of stuff. Like, that stuff goes through every performer's head at the start for sure. Like, there's no doubt about it. But no, now I'm definitely a bit more comfortable, and I do like making it a show. You know what I mean? Making it a bit of fun. And then there is some songs where I'll just go straight into the next if it's maybe a more serious song. But I like introducing each one, and then if there's like people I see, kind of like I might bounce things off them and all that kind of stuff in the crowd. I'm happy to react. Let's say. That is, if they have any advice for me, maybe. I don't know if I'm in any position to do that, but I would say I wasted a lot of time writing songs that I thought other people would like. So I think for somebody starting out, write songs that you want to hear on the radio, let's say. You know what I mean? Don't feel caught up by like maybe constraints that like you might feel you have to do, if you know what I mean. And also be honest in your songwriting. Like, that's something I've really tried, let's say, in the last 18 months, and the songs I'm writing are definitely much, much better, and people are relating to them a lot more. Like, the small amount of people that have heard them, because like they're not released yet. Obviously, I'm going into the studio next week to record them, but yeah, I think honesty. I think people are just crying out for honesty now. You know what I mean? Like, you see artists like Dermot Kennedy. He's just so honest, so poetic, and people are loving him for it. You know, Billie Eilish, so honest. Yeah, I think be honest, if I could sum it up. Yeah, like I find it hard sometimes, well, because as we spoke about this earlier, like it really is when you're being open, it's quite vulnerable, you know. And like, if you see people, let's say, rejecting it, or if, let's say, the streams aren't going well, and it's a really kind of personal and honest song, it's not too easy to take. You know what I mean? It really isn't. So what's next for me? I've got an exciting couple of weeks coming up. So I actually go into the studio with Philip tomorrow, and we're doing 4 tracks, and I have all the boys in the band. So that's for all of next week, and we'll be mixing and getting all that stuff ready. And then I've got a headline on the 3rd of April, which is almost nearly close to selling out. So if anybody wants to come, do buy your tickets now. Just a shameless plug there. But yeah, and then the summer I have C Sessions up in Donegal, which will be great crack. So it's just kind of a summer of gigging, more riding, and then after this summer I think I'm gearing up to do a small tour of Ireland. So like all the small venues in each kind of area, which would be great. I know, I can't wait. I can't. I played it live, but it wasn't out, but I played it live in Whelan's for the first time with a band, and before we started I taught the crowd like the oh, and like it was just so much fun. So much fun. So hopefully now people will know it. We'll be young forever.